one of the bigger things for me was just realizing that I kind of just thought I was going to have as many kids as possible. And that was going to be my future. So there's a certain sense of like, I think the gift that marriage is, that God has provided. And yes, I still would say that my view is one that's biblical. So I am faithful to my husband, and I want that to be where I enjoy that gift from God. I knew that I wasn't the one who was like keeping Jeremy in this relationship, because within Gothard's teaching, he would say, you need to always be cheerful, always be happy, always be available. And that's just, it's crazy because it puts the pressure on you. And it says, if the man leaves, it's all on you.
Jinger Duggar has been making headlines for her rebellious choices and outspoken opinions. Jinger recently revealed that she does not follow her mother Michelle's advice on how to keep her husband happy in the bedroom. In fact, she said that she's not joyfully available for her husband Jeremy whenever he wants. What does this mean for their marriage? How did Michelle react to this shocking statement? And what does this say about Jinger's relationship with her family? Stay tuned to find out. Hey everyone, welcome back to Topish. We have some exciting stories that are full of lip-smacking delicacies, so make sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. The surprising revelation by Jinger Duggar that she does not joyfully make herself available to her husband, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿. Folks, that's right. Jinger Duggar, the rebel of the family who wears jeans and colors her hair, has finally spoken out against one of her parents' most contentious and disturbing teachings. The idea that wives should always be prepared and willing to have sex with their husbands, no matter what. Let us give you a quick recap if you're unfamiliar with this concept. The mother of 19 kids and counting, Michelle Duggar, wrote a blog post titled Michelle Duggar's Marriage Advice for Newlyweds in 2015. She shared some tips in this post on how to maintain the spark in a marriage, particularly after having several children. Be joyfully available for your spouse according to one of her tips. Therefore, be available for him, and don't just be available, be joyfully available for him, she wrote. No matter what, smile and be ready to answer, yes, sweetie, I'm here for you. Even if you're tired and large from pregnancy and you may not feel how he does. I'm still here for you, and I'll take care of that need since I'm aware that you have one. She continued by saying that her husband Jim Bob would respond by listening to her and meeting her emotional needs if she was joyfully available to him. While I'm always joyfully available for him, he will lay down his life in any way, she claimed. He understands that I'm there for him as well. Therefore, he'll listen patiently to all I need to say. He's meeting my needs while I'm meeting him. We're prepared to support one another. Now, to some people, this might seem like a sweet and romantic gesture, but to many others, it seems like a recipe for disaster. It first implies that sex is a duty and obligation for wives, rather than a mutual expression of love and connection. It also implies that wives have no control over the timing or mode of their husband's sexual encounters with them. Additionally, it implies that the husbands must fulfill their unquenchable sexual appetite, regardless of the consequences for their wives' feelings, health, or consent. This is possibly abusive and hurtful, in addition to being unhealthy and unreasonable. This concept encourages marital rape, which is defined as any unwanted sexual acts by a spouse or ex-spouse that are committed without the other person's consent. As many critics have noted, most nations, including the United States, consider marital rape to be a type of domestic violence, and therefore it's prohibited. However, some religious and cultural groups continue to reject or excuse marital rape with justifications such as the husband's right, the wife's duty, the sanctity of marriage, or God's will. The Institute in Basic Life Principles and the Advanced Training Institute, both Christian groups that support rigid family conformity, male hierarchies, and subservient female roles, were founded by Gil Gothard, whose teachings are known to be adhered to by the Duggar family. Numerous women who have worked for Gothard or attended his seminars have come forward to accuse him of sexual harassment and assault. He left his job in 2014, but he continues to sign his name and remain innocent. One of Gothard's teachings is that your husband's silent spirit-crushing opposition or indifference to his need for sexual closeness. He also teaches that wives should never decline their husband's sexual advances unless they have a legitimate excuse, such as being ill or going through menstruation. He also teaches that if wives disrespect or disobey their husbands, the husband should reprimand them. These teachings are harmful and potentially dangerous in addition to being sexist and oppressive. Both spouses may suffer physical, emotional, and psychological trauma as a result. In a marriage, they can also foster anger, mistrust, and discontent. Additionally, they raise the possibility of sex infections, unintended pregnancies, and abortions. What role does Jinger Duggar play in all of this then? As you may already be aware, Jinger is one of the few Duggar children who deviate from the expectations and standards set by the family. Together with her husband, the current pastor and former soccer star 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤, she relocated to Los Angeles. She began donning shorts, trousers, and sleeveless shirts. She had colored her hair blonde, and not only that, but she registered for a college course online. 2 years after her marriage, she put off having children. She and Jeremy shared their professional experiences and tribulations in the book, We Hope We Hold, Finding Peace in the Promises of God. Jinger revealed in this book that she battled an eating disorder as a teen, which she blamed on the strain of being on a TV show and living up to her parents' expectations. She also revealed that she miscarried prior to giving birth to 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿, her second baby. She also revealed that she had concerns and reservations about her upbringing and her faith, which she shared with Jeremy. The most stunning information, however, was shared by Jinger during an interview with Us Weekly, in which she discussed her thoughts on marriage and sex. I think it's important for us to realize that we're not just here to gratify our husband's sexual needs, she remarked. We're here to be their lifelong companion. Therefore, I believe it's critical that people realize we have a voice as well. We can also express our feelings, and it should be okay if we don't feel like doing something. Along with that, she added, I think it's important for us to have those open lines of communication and not just go along with something because you feel like you have to, or because you feel like that's what's expected of you. I think it's important for us to realize that sex is not something that we do, she added. We both genuinely enjoy doing it. Additionally, it has the potential to deepen our spiritual and emotional bond. Wow, can you believe that? Jinger Duggar, the daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, and the sister of Josh Duggar, the former 19 Kids and Counting On star, has recently criticized one of the central teachings of her husband and their cult, the idea that wives should joyfully be available for their husbands. Guys, this is huge. For Jinger, this is a sign of development, adulthood, and independence. To Jeremy, this is a sign of love, respect, and camaraderie. For all women, this is a sign of empowerment, freedom, and hope. Jinger has just shown us her willingness to speak her views and defend herself. She's just shown us that she's not constrained by her background or the views of her family. She has just shown us that she's not joyfully available to anyone other than herself, and we applaud her success. We are extremely proud of Jinger for leaving her parents and their cult's toxic and destructive teachings behind. We're ecstatic that Jinger has discovered her unique voice and individuality. With Jeremy and their daughters, we have a lot of faith that Jinger will be living her best life. The future of Jinger Duggar is not certain, but based on the web search results, here are some possible scenarios. She might continue to distance herself from her family's strict religious beliefs and practices, and explore new ways of living and thinking. She's already written a book about her journey to becoming free from fear and finding her own faith. She might face some challenges and criticism from her parents and siblings who still follow the teachings of Bill Gothard and the Institute in Basic Life Principles. She has admitted that she felt judged and pressured by them in the past. She might focus on raising her two daughters, Felicity and Evangeline, with more freedom and flexibility than she had growing up. She said that she'll not impose the same courtship rules on them as her parents did on him. She might pursue more opportunities in the media and entertainment industry as she's moved to Los Angeles with her husband, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿, who is a professional former soccer player and a pastor. She's appeared on several podcasts and shows and has a large social media following. These are a few of Jinger Duggar's prospective high points. Of course, as time passes, things could change. One thing is for sure though, Jinger Duggar isn't scared to forge her own course and lead a unique life. That's it for today, folks. What do you think of her decision to not be joyfully available for her husband? Do you agree or disagree with her? How do you think this will affect her relationship with her family and the rest of the Duggar clan? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Topish keeps you up to date on all the latest Hollywood celebrity news, drama, and gossip. Subscribe to our channel and check back for new videos and updates, and we'll see ya in the next video.